So, hi, how are you in the Philippine Tagalog language? I'm Jessica Jacosalamrola, your new host. I have an exciting new show called Locals in Las Vegas and Beyond. And it's a lifestyle show that I created with a lot of great people in Nevada. And I made a big change coming from Chicago, Illinois to live here. This is 20 minutes north of the Strip. Beautiful weather, big change again from the Midwest. And being here in the West Coast, it's just great because I want to really show people what life is beyond the Strip. It's not just casinos, it's not just gambling, just a safe family environment. We also will be covering on my show, hopefully, that you're going to see some really inspirational people, regular people, youthful senior citizens. There's 200 to 250,000 Pinoy Americans and mixed race cultures living in households that hopefully will tune in. Want to cover authors and artists, creative locals here that are just so talented as well. Also, non-for-profits, organizations that really help to improve the community. Thank you so much and enjoy my show. Hi, hello, how are you? My name is Jessica J. Rolla from Locals in Las Vegas, my lifestyle show here, and I believe it'll be for episode 16. We are super excited here at Phil TV, and also we're affiliated with FLM TV, and all the major digital streaming channels are partners like Global Filipino Network, Roku, Vimeo, and I don't really mention this a lot, it is on my business cards and all of social media, WCEU. We're very much into getting our whole audience here in the Las Vegas area and even the United States that's watching us to learn more about what I offer off the Strip here in Vegas. People that are creative and exciting, and I have a segment every show. I try to bring in someone new in the artist and author space, people in music, and I have someone for the first time that has never been on my show, and I met actually about a year ago, or a year and a half perhaps, but we know each other also. We keep in touch through social media, LinkedIn, business mixer event place called, they call it Alignable, and I met him in Summerlin, and he's a great person and has a lot to offer, and I'm going to introduce to you Chase Bethia. You're a multi-award-winning video game composer, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself and tell us about our audience at Film TV, who you are.
Thank you, Jessica. Hi, everyone. I'm Chase Bethia, a multi-award-winning video game composer, technical music designer. I've been working in the industry for 15 years. Worked on games such as Aground, Teamfight Tactics, Set 10 Rumble Remix, The Thing Remastered trailer, and many other games on the Peril Parrots, and also NBA Bounce, the GOAT movie DLC, which came out in February this year.
Yeah, and Chase, when we met at Alignable, and we were doing pitches, just like a lot of these other business owners, I thought you were just so much more independent and different, and again, creative. And what got you into this whole industry? Are you a sound engineer? Were you a musician? What's your background?
So my background mostly comes from playing video games when I was
You're a professional gamer?
like 6 years old. Most people get an instrument.
You grew up this way, obviously.
Most people get an instrument around that time, like 6 or 7 years old. I kind of did, but around like 8 or 9. But not even playing. I was making music on Game Boy camera.
Yeah, I only knew what Game Boy was. So that's how old I am. I'm doing the math. And so your parents, your mom, like she just invested in it, and then was it no turning back, and you just got addicted?
It's a different myriad of different branches of the story. But my grandmother mostly supported it in that regard. I found it in television underneath her bed. She told me it was a fax machine. I don't believe that. So I had pictures, and I figured out how to hook it up when I was only in 2nd grade. So that kind of started the whole etymology about it. But in terms of professionalism, I'd always been told that my music should sound like it should be a video game. And then one year I was working at an internet media company, Music Plus Television. The IT guy, Jason, said, it sounds like it should be in the Castle Crashers. And so I figured out this little engine called No Limit Winmugen. And I implemented my music into that game, and I figured, oh yeah, this is it. So then
that's when you first got influenced by?
Mostly just setting the path to go into it professionally. And then I read half of a book, and then I put my music out there, and then I shipped a game on mobile Android called Electron Flux. And that was 15 years ago.
I mean, you're considered, you're not a millennial, you're younger, right? Are you more Gen Z, or would you consider yourself in the cusp?
I'm a millennial.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're very drawn to that whole world easily, and you just continued. And then with schooling, what did you study?
I studied composition. Well, first I went to Los Angeles Recording School, and I graduated in 2007, so right out of high school. And then I went to Moorpark College.
Yes.
After the Music Plus Television, I studied composition, and then I went to uni at Cal State Northridge and I got my media composition degree there.
So from there, I mean, a lot of your experience just grew from there, right? I take it. And then what was different about now getting into Las Vegas when you moved here? Was it your whole world? Was it advancing to what you're doing now, or did it start mostly in California after school?
Yeah, I was already nominated in industry by the time I was actually transferred to uni. So it was mostly just enhancing the life experience and taking the career to the next step in terms of what I wanted to do.
Okay, and then with your family, or this was for your more independent ambition, you wanted to come to Nevada and develop it more.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of see what other opportunities I could do in terms of, I think, more live performance of my video game compositions.
Yeah, and so when I saw your website, and then of course when I met you, by the time, I've been looking more of your posts on LinkedIn, and we're networking in all your social handles. I like how you explain things in depth, because for someone like me, I'm just a host. I'm in the marketing side, the business side of digital media, and I can relate a little bit more to you, because you just explain it very well, how things and music can be applied, and it's a process.
Yes.
When you're on a project, or say it's something recent, all the things that you're an award winner for, how long does it really take to develop something, whether it's like a game or, typically?
Sometimes it takes a month, sometimes it takes 6 months, sometimes it takes 3 years.
Yeah. And then are you like a lot of people, you're just in that world? I mean, you're working specifically for your client, and then you have to kind of learn a lot about, what they're expecting, or.
Yeah, I had to break down things from like the game design document or the other type of art forms or the references that they have. And then from there, I take it and I redesign it in my mind to fit the art form overall, because it carries over 50% experience for the player. I'm having an emotional access to them that will enhance their memories for generations.
Right. So like, say, for example, what would be like your last project? I mean, how did you meet that client, or like, how do you know like what they basically spell it out to you, what they want, and then they give you some creative freedom too?
Yeah, so with working with Glenn Henry of Sprite Wrench, she actually lives in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And so
cool.
my mom's side of the family, we're from Barbados. And so we have the island experience to kind of bring this whole thing. And the project was called Deputy Detective Tasha. And it's about a girl that kind of looking for a cell phone, but trying to solve a mystery at the same time.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I created a whole new game music genre called Caribbean Noir, which didn't exist in that form, because Caribbean music is Caribbean, but noir, like film noir, that's not a background. So I fused this style together, and with the process of being able to get what the influence was for Tasha, have that sound be what that was going to be represented through the game overall, with solving the mystery, using the senses, and actually having being a subconscious feel in the flow. It's our fourth project together, but so he trusts me in terms of the reference style and things, but I'm a professional, so I know how to kind of pull these things forward, and I'm a game player first, so I'm thinking that way initially before I'm actually writing the music and the design.
That's so awesome, like how you explain that. And like, again, you have to, like anybody in the production side, or what I do, it's like you're preparing, you have to get to know who you're going to be working for.
Yeah.
And I mean, is that based on like anybody in his family, or Tasha? It's a little girl, right? Or is she? Yeah. Or is it for children's? Audience, or is it for adults?
It's for both. Yeah. It's just a narrative visual novel with a point and click mystery type of mechanics, and so anyone can typically play and jump in. It's not very long, and you can get through it in about 2 to 5 hours or less.
That must have been so much fun. And then, so it's ongoing. I mean, if it's doing well, like out there, and like we have access to it besides looking at your website, like to actually play the game, or is it like with other, with gamers? I mean, you must be, again, I've been seeing a lot of your posts. Do you get invited to be like a guest speaker a lot, or how to, because you are good at explaining things?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Instructional, or I don't know if it's just more of an appearance.
Yeah, I like to do more guest speaking. I've done 76 talks in about 6 years thus
Oh, you
far.
keep track of how many?
I have a marker.
I'm scared to know how many times I've talked, and they were all like things I want to remember. 76, huh?
Yeah, the different institutions,
Yeah.
the UC Irvine
Yeah.
to
Okay.
LSU,
I love Irvine. Yeah.
and other conferences like GDC
Yeah,
and other.
right.
So like, if I'm invited, then I'd love to go, and
Yeah.
then usually I submit as well.
Yeah. Do you have reels of some of your speaking engagements, or you have, I'm sure, photos?
I'm working on that.
Yeah,
Because
we can do that here.
Perfect.
We'll do an info reel for you, or demo reel.
Perfect.
But you have so much experience, and you're quite young in a good way. And what keeps your ideas fresh? I mean, do you have to keep up with a lot of the technical part? I mean, obviously, what I see on your links, and you're always collaborating probably with people just as knowledgeable as you, if not newer.
I try to absorb knowledge in a more better pace that I like to do, but then I'm also thinking about how is it serving the community overall.
Right.
And so that's how I kind of just stay afloat with what is going on within the space.
Yeah, and I think that serving the community is a great thing. And do you see yourself staying in Vegas? Because I feel like you'd be a great asset if you aren't already, with all your award-winning projects and the guest speaking, but like serving and giving back. I don't know if you working with any kids or families here in the nonprofit space, because I definitely have that in my show. But I mean, I invited you because you're definitely just great talent and artist. And where do you see yourself going forward in the next few seasons or so? Keep going.
Yeah, just keep doing the good work and just keep working on things that I need to refine and doing more. I see Las Vegas most like in a hub, and then branch out for anyone that wants to have me, be inspirational. I can do that. Live perform, I can do that, and also continue on with just making and building more mature relationships.
Yeah, and I saw that you're a consultant. If you want to collaborate more, whether it be with PhilMTV or FLMTV or any of our partners or people that really want to learn more about you with our viewers and audience, and how can we find you, whether it be social or your website? Tell our audience how we can contact you, or just possible business.
Yeah, sure. So you can reach me at chasebethia.com, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn at Chase Bethia. And I also have a YouTube channel where I do breakdowns in terms of the styles of music that I do and other things conferences that I attend and all those other type of fun events. And that's my YouTube channel, Chase Bethia, as well.
Great. And are you doing anything in the next few weekends, or we could just find you on your links of your website and YouTube channel?
Next month I have a book signing because I have a book coming out.
Okay. Is it out?
It is. You can order it now, pre-order on Barnes & Noble or Routledge, but it's called Student of the Game: How I Navigated the Video Game Industry the Past Decade.
That's amazing. And it's self-published?
I have a publisher through Routledge or Taylor and Francis. And so that will be the book that I'll be able to do and share with the world.
Well, I'm excited for you, Chase. You've done so much in the last couple years since I met you, and we're so super excited for you and proud of you. And we want you to stay as a local in Las Vegas, and we are running out of time. Thank you so much for being on my show and sharing all your knowledge and expertise. And here we are, Chase Bethia, and here at Locals in Las Vegas, music composer, and you're just awesome. Thank you so much for being here on the show.
Big love, Jessica. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye now.
I'm Scott Black. When I was first elected, North Las Vegas was a lot like my classic VW bus. It needed some attention. Now an awesome new NLV is taking shape, kind of like this. And we're headed into a future where we have the best of everything. Stronger public safety, improved neighborhoods, new amenities, and higher paying jobs for working families. I'm Scott Black, and I'm asking for your vote so together we can bring this momentum to every road in our city.
What does your child dream of becoming? In the I Want to Be book series, young readers follow children as they discover the power of learning, leadership, and helping others. The series of 22 books from Ivory Publishing is an inspiring collection that introduces children to careers, confidence, purpose, and possibility. Give a child more than a book. Available now on Amazon, in paperback, and on Kindle. Or visit www.ivorypublishing.llc.net.
Hi, it's Jessica Hakosalam-Rolla here. I wasn't going to do this because I didn't remember this being here. I am at the Blueberry Diner off of Decatur here in Las Vegas, and there's a blue restaurant, and then this is a Christian or faith-based, looks like a reading room, or there's actually a gift shop connected, and I'm here to support earlier my friend and advertiser for Phil MTV's Pulse, and she's also been under my Locals in Las Vegas lifestyle show as a guest. And she's a dynamic woman, Dr. Rachel Ivory, who's also has 22 kids books. She was promoting here at an event she had with the store and Blueberry Diner to help promote again her publishing businesses, Ivory Publishing LLC. And I didn't know with this Christian or faith-based store, which I've been here before with my husband to eat breakfast, and I didn't realize how much space there was here in the back for like a reading section for anyone that's Christian or faith-based to look at Bibles. There's the King James Version, and my show doesn't really have religion really involved, but I like to just say personally that I am Catholic, and I also am friends with a lot of people of different religions, Buddhists, Muslims. I studied religions of the world, and I'm all about being a good person or trying to be, and I feel like Christianity for me is a good choice. But I like that this is an event space too, so I'm assuming that you can, I don't know if you just donate or you could rent this place out or just take a break and read the Bible here, or if you're deciding what books to buy. But again, I was here for Dr. Ivory, who has a business, and she also sells her books on Amazon, and I think here too now, next to Blueberry, or the Blueberry Diner bookstore.
And one more big, super big round of applause for our poets. We appreciate you if you folks are interested in performing on here. We usually have this once a month. You can find me at Poetically Pinay, P-I-N-A-Y on Instagram. And for my poets who want to be a part of the picture, we will take the picture here. To the stage, would love to cheer on my friend Jess, who has a beautiful, amazing show on Phil MTV. Give it up for Reinvented by Rolla. And she did feature me on a show, The Holo Market, so I really appreciate the space Jess creates for community building and letting us know what's out there. But one more round of applause for Jess.
Hello, how are you? Be kind. Actually, I've never been up here for poetry. Ever. There's the sun's right in my face. Could I read this? Maybe this week. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Holo Holo Market. And Will Dizon is my camera guy. Give it up for Will. I'm Reinvent My Roll-Up, and I'm a former Miss Philippines Chicago Teen Queen. Okay, I wasn't going to do all that, but this is called Crusade. Defy the odds, release all dark fears. Join a new crusade away from the mocking jeers. A new courage can reign. My poems are really about motivation, resilience, strength, failure, success, etc. Traveling. Authentic action is taken now. Strong literary pursuits are on the prowl, animated like a lion's growl, the camera possessing her power. Storm. A quiet storm emerges from deep within, released from a repressed soul core. No longer are the lights ever dim. Like salty Pacific beach waves upon a shore, all the emotions explode like never before. Wife's whispers. Lean into me in your lonely moments, the void you feel like a cold lake unfrozen. All your discontent is real like a path so eroded. All your secrets to keep like a blanket I folded. Warm winds. Savor the task forever in your mind. Remember the shape of my figure to your eyes. Time passes quick in our frenetic lives like a short trip. Special times go by as we live our best lives. Run with the wind, oblivious to any strife, loving with less sin. Seeker. She remotely leads, trying more new pursuits, taking in exciting projects, honing in on more of her skills, developing her pastimes, discovering her passions, to release to the world, always a seeker or huntress, the OG, original artist. Small loss. Deep longing for dreams to come true, all that is wanted has perished. As I again play the fool, like a horse without a carriage. Clear waters void from an empty swimming pool. My heart gets discouraged. Movement. This is kind of the yoga thing. Recharge the body, move in right places, increase the humorous comedy, seek familiar and new faces. Up and down the coast, the drama can't shake me. That is more about travelers. A new yoga. She breathes in deep, exhaling out anxiety that feels like a heavy, loud weight, releasing all worry and pain. Every downward dog pose that forms also helps her tired mind and core. Breathe into thee, tell me what you see. It's okay to be a little free, only our hearts hold the key, mindful of how we feel. Thank you guys. Rhea Byrola, and watch us on Film TV if you like. And we also do a lot like not just lifestyle, but foodies, authors and artists. And I have the Pulse News too. It's also on YouTube. Thank you, Rachel. I love you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Winona Vale. Oh, hey, friend. Nice to see y'all. I have Winona's Indie Bookshop. It is a local bookshop here. It does not currently have a physical location. We're working on that. I have another open mic. It is July 19th, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Griffin. We primarily work with marginalized writers and marginalized writers independently published. Hope to see you there. This one is called Almost Alice. Wrong me, wrong time, just trying to find the right me at the right time. Drank the potion to shrink myself down, but my dreams were still too big. I'm the key, so I grew the size I needed to be and stepped through that checkered door. I take refuge under the mushroom caps and await my fate as the oraculum is read. Face judgment as they wonder who I am, but that I'm still trying to understand. Kalu Kalei as I await my fragile day, the day I slay my Jabberwock and become Alice once again. They thought they'd find me at wit's end, that I'd gone down the bend, but that bend is where I thrive, in the spiral in my mind. Thought I was late for tea, but they were early for me. Time is finally ticking. Poem.
Get faith is your sword to fight with full might. So you yell, you shout, and project into oblivion as the goblins appear out of the shadows to bring you to an end.
If you're singing in a shala shalala la, do your ha'avina ho'i ho'i, luachea, fala portuguesa, dancing in the moonlight, my yogis, om mane padme ho, om mane padme ho, om mane padme ho, om mane padme ho. We don't lock knees and Lakshmi rising. Yoga's more than just stretching or exercise. To get to the 702, the 95 was my path. I have to say mahalo to our volcanic goddess. For all the hot spots, man, Vegas is the hottest.
Poetry for you guys.
New stuff.
Don't shh. Your voice is too loud. Traveling far beyond proximities, a frequency shifting currents through sparkling seas, the miles apart causing lions to roar in the Serengeti. Get faith is your sword to fight with full might. So you yell, you shout, and project into oblivion as the goblins appear out of the shadows to bring you to an end.
Hello, kamusta ka? Hi, how are you in the Philippine Tagalog language? This is Jessica Hakosalamrola at Locals in Las Vegas. This is such a fun night. We just did a poetry event with Poetically Pinay with Rachel De Vera, and I have a Filipina friend here. We met before through another event. We do foodies, authors and artists. We do a lot not-for-profits, but this is a special night. We both actually performed, but she's actually a published poet. And tell us who you are.
My name is Mimi Mijares, and I am a poet, proudly Pinay, and I actually just published my very first book. It's my debut book. It's called Unabashed, and it's a poetry memoir about my life as a Filipino eldest daughter and military brat. And it's very focused in love and how it changes throughout the years.
That's wonderful, Mamie. And then you started as a child, right? And this, you're definitely, she was a storyteller. So the clip that gets on my next episode, she's tells a lot of real moments in your life. And what made you get this all done? I mean, you just were doing this for a long time, right?
Yeah, so it was really a blessing because I got a project grant from Nevada Arts Council.
You did?
Yeah, and I was able to publish it. So I self-published, and then my aunt did the cover. It's wonderful. I had a lot of fun making it. It took years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's your passion project.
yeah. This is my passion project from childhood to now.
And then where could we find you? Obviously, we have people that can buy it here in person in Holo Holo Market, Ferguson's. Where else can we find it?
You can also find it online at Barnes & Noble, and I will be looking into going into local Las Vegas bookstores pretty soon.
Well, salamat. It's so nice to meet another Filipino American in Las Vegas. Thank you so much, guys, and tune in on YouTube, FLM, and we have music coming here on Film TV 26.8 FLM. We'll probably live stream it. It's a multicultural station, YouTube, Vimeo, Vegas Plus, all types of digital partners. Thank you so much.